Today you're watching the 163 Reasons Why Real Estate Agents Fail YouTube channel. And today's presentation is all about failure reason number 31. You're going to benefit from this presentation today because you're going to discover what no other real estate agents are aware of. And that is the unique approach for real estate agents to list expireds so that you don't become just another failure in the real estate business. I'm about to change your life in real estate for the better and provide you with valuable solutions to the challenges that you face every day in your real estate business. These solutions are not available from any other source. Because I sold residential real estate for over 20 years in South Florida, I learned 163 ways in which real estate agents can fail. Now that I'm retired from the real estate business, I want to give back to the business that provided me with such a very good living for so many years. What I'm about to share with you is from my own personal experience selling residential real estate. Now, if you're like me, and you probably are, you absolutely hate calling expired listings. Why? Because this is such a grind, because most of the time all it allows you to do is fail at getting another listing. For once, just for the sake of this video, put yourself in the position of an expired listing homeowner. Pretend for a minute that I'm calling you to get an appointment to come out and give you my pitch and try to convince you that you should relist your home with me and my company. So as soon as you pick up the phone, I start right in with my name and my company name. Tell me, if you are the expired homeowner, what are you feeling right now? I'll tell you how you feel. All you want to do is get me off the phone because you've received 10 other calls that day from other agents just like me. So your conversation with me is going to be short, but to the point. You tell me, this is the 11th call from a realtor today. We don't want to put our house back on the market at this time. So now I ask you, be honest. Has this ever happened to you? Of course it has. And after years of suffering this depressing and humiliating and massive rejection, I instantly had an idea. I thought to myself, if I'm not getting anywhere using the same calling techniques as every other real estate agent out there, so why don't I try something different? What if instead of the usual pitch that expireds have heard a million times, such as I'm calling because I want an appointment to get the opportunity to provide you with something maybe you haven't seen, or I want to apply for the job of selling your home. Things like that are what expired listings have heard a million times. So my idea after all of this rejection is, well, I wonder what would happen if when they answered the phone, I got straight to the point. So let me share with you my technique for getting appointments with expired listings that no other agent was using. So for the sake of this presentation, let's call the expired homeowner John. This is exactly how the conversation went with John on my very first try using my new technique. Hi John, this is XYZ Realty calling. Before John could respond, I continued with, the reason I'm calling is to make an appointment with you and your wife tonight so that we can get your home back on the market and get it sold. What time is best for you, 6 or 6:30? Wow, to my surprise, John replied, well, 6 o'clock really won't work for us, but 6:30 would be great. I then gave John my name, I thanked him for his courtesy, and told him that I would see him and his wife at 6:30 tonight. I hung up the phone after less than a minute of talking to John and was totally amazed at what I'd just done. Rather than try to razzle-dazzle John with some pitch that he had heard so many times before, I was different. I got straight to the point and made the appointment. Because after all, when you think about it, isn't that the point? To get the appointment. There was no discussion with John about what my commission was, or what I would do differently to sell his home, or how many homes I may have sold in this neighborhood. None of the usual obstacles to getting a listing appointment with an expired happened. As always in my career, I was always early for my appointments. I arrived at John's house at 6:20 p.m. By 7:15, I was out the door with a full-term listing of 6 months, a 7% commission, and a price reduction on the house that made the house sell in just 34 days. Now here's my challenge to you. Do you have the guts enough to use this technique? You have everything to gain and absolutely nothing to lose by trying this. Now granted, this is not going to work every time, and you're still going to face a lot of rejection. But getting right to the point from the very beginning will do two things for you. First of all, number one, you don't sound like every other real estate agent out there. And number two, you'll know within a matter of seconds if you're going to get the listing appointment or not. So now you know the basis of today's presentation. The unique approach for real estate agents to list expireds so that you don't become just another failure in the real estate business. This channel uploads a new video every day, 7 days a week. Until next time, go out and give a home seller your unique, planned, word-for-word listing presentation. Price it right and get a 7% or higher commission. You can do this.